guess what? I'm going to the zoo today and I'm gonna make a slime for all of my favorite animals. Let's go. Here we have the giraffe, the tallest terrestrial animal. Look at his coat. It's so beautiful. There you go. Let's make him a slime. While I was at the zoo, I really bonded with this giraffe and I decided to name him Bernardo. Before I left, I told him that I would make him a slime themed after the pattern on his coat. So I split the slime in half. This is gonna be for the brown spots on my coat and this will be for the yellow part. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but just like human fingerprints, no two coats on a giraffe are the same. They all have a unique, different pattern. I think it's so interesting how they're all completely different. So we have the yellow part of our giraffe ready. Let's move on to the spots. For the spots, I'm gonna go for a nice brown color. I know that it's not gonna be perfect, but I want it to look as close as possible to Bernardo's coat. Our brown is ready. Let's start adding all the little patches. So for this, I kind of want to do what I've seen slime packers do here. They like to roll this up like that. And then what they do is they add like all the little spots like that. So these spots actually act as camouflage and they help them blend in with their environment, stay away from predators like lions. And it also helps the giraffes identify themselves out in the wild. Now we have to roll it up. Kind of looks like Bernardo. It's time to add it in our cup and assemble Bernardo's slime. So what I'm gonna do here is kind of cut it just like that. Nice. Now let's take a little trip to Charmville and get some nice little sprinkles. You guys saw me feeding him those leaves and he really liked them. So for his charms, I wanna get some leaves that look exactly like the ones that I was feeding him. And we do have these guys. I feel like this is perfect. Let's grab a couple of these. Also, I noticed right away that Bernardo had a huge personality. So we definitely need to add some pizzazz in there. And I think this will be nice. Some little gold, yellow hearts. Let's go assemble our slime. Let's add some of these little sprinkles. That's good, making it rain. And now for the sprinkles, I kind of want to do like a little throne. I want to add like a leaf right here. Okay, it's time to add Bernardo on his slime throne. Here it is. This looks amazing. It's a perfect throne for Bernardo. I've never seen a giraffe like this before. He looks so incredibly squishy. Oh, Bernardo. So there's our giraffe slime. Bernardo, if you're watching this, let me know what you think of your slime. Now let's move on to the next one. Up next, the black bear. You could see there's two of them right over there. They're such beautiful creatures. I love that they're super fuzzy. They're so adorable, but you can't trust them too much. They're actually kind of dangerous. They climb trees and then they can jump at you. Gotta be careful. Let's get started with the bear slime. I'm gonna dye this slime a nice green color to represent the forest. That's where these black bears roam. I mean, these guys climb those trees. Can you believe that? They climb trees? The base is ready. Now let's go to Charmville. I'm trying to think of what bears like. I have some good little leaves right here. I wonder if they would like Lucky Charms. And also, I found these little paws that are so adorable. They look like tiny bear paws, so let's add some of those. And I also found some bears that have like little bow ties on them. So this will be super cute. Let's go assemble our slime. Something really interesting about black bears is that they're native to North America, but they also live in all sorts of climates. They range from being in places like Alaska all the way to Mexico. So for the charms, I also added a little palm tree. I think this suits the Mexico vibe. Also, I got a little honey pot because when I think of bears, I think of Pooh Bear. So let's add the little honey pot right here. Let's throw in some of those leaves and the bears with the bow tie and some of the Lucky Charms. Those bears at the zoo would appreciate the Lucky Charms. And now that we have our nice little tree, let's get our little bear. Look at him. He's so adorable. I love his little face. I think this looks amazing. Here you go, bear friends. I hope that you love and appreciate your slime. Now let's move on to the next one. Up next, we have the parrot. This is one of the world's most majestic creatures. Look at their feathers. They have all these vibrant colors, the red, the green, the blue. They're quite a beautiful creature. So of course we have to make a beautiful slime. For this slime, I'm going for a butter texture. I'm gonna layer it in 3 different colors to match the coat of the parrots. Something really interesting about parrots is that they also really love to talk. They're such chatty creatures. For the vibe of this slime, I kind of want to start with red at the bottom. For the middle, I'm gonna go with some yellow. Another very interesting fact about parrots, they actually get married. You heard me, they choose their partners and then they spend the rest of their lives with them, which I think is adorable. Also, one thing that you guys did not see, one of the parrots from the zoo took a massive poop right in front of us and we caught it on camera.
Look at that.
For this slime, I'm gonna layer it with red first, then we're gonna add some of that yellow. That looks really nice. I also love butter slimes. The texture feels super nice. And then to top it off, I'm gonna go with the blue, flatten that out, go like that with my finger, so it's gonna look like a little sorbet. And now let's go get our parrot-themed sprinkles. Here I have tiny little rainbows. I think these are super cute. Okay, I found some leaves. And to top it off, I think it's only right that we include a tiny little chocolate chip to represent its little poop. It's time to assemble our slime. Okay, let's add our little rainbows and our leaves. And now, let's introduce our little friend. He does not have a name. I'm gonna name him Lil Pooper. And here is his tiny little poop. I'm just gonna leave it here on the side. I think this looks beautiful. All right, Mr. Parrot at the zoo, I hope you like your parrot slime. Let's move on to the next one. Up next, we have the kangaroos. These are marsupials from Australia. They're known for hopping around and having big pouches where they keep their younglings. They're so cute. Ooh, and look at this one over here. He looks like a baby. He's so soft. This guy looks like he definitely likes slime, so let's make him one. So for this slime, I'm going for an icy texture and a purple color. I don't know why, but whenever I think of kangaroos, I feel like purple is their color. It just makes sense. So let's add some of that. Something that's really interesting about them is that the babies are called joeys. So the mama kangaroos carry their joeys inside of their pouch and they develop in there for a pretty long time until they can start hopping on their own. Fun fact, the kangaroos are the only large mammal that gets around hopping, which I think is so fun. Okay, let's add our nice purple slime. Another interesting thing about kangaroos is that they live all over Australia in various different climates, which is why their fur helps them adapt. Our slime is ready. Let's go on a little ride to Charmville. While I was petting the baby kangaroo, I noticed how soft its fur was. To go with that vibe, I really like this little sprinkle mix. It has some purple in there, a hint of blue, and now let's add some little charms that give that fuzzy comfort feeling we're going for. I'm gonna go for a little smiley cloud, and I also really like this little star. This is kind of gonna represent how sleepy the little kangaroo was. Okay, I think we're ready. Let's sprinkle some of this little mix on there. I really like the stars. It's definitely giving that dreamy vibe that we're going for. Let's add our little star and our cloud. And now it's time to top it off with our little baby kangaroo. I'm gonna name him Little Joey. This slime is specifically for the little kangaroo that I petted at the zoo. Here you go, Joey. I hope you like your slime. Okay, it's time to move on to the next one. Up next, we have the tiger. These are massive jungle cats with those iconic tiger stripes. So we need to make them a slime just as fierce as they are. But this guy's actually pretty cute. I'm gonna go for a bingsu texture because it's definitely the loudest texture we have. And tigers have a very loud roar. Let's split that in half, and I'm gonna dye it 2 different green colors because I definitely want to get the essence of a jungle. Tigers are the largest big cat. The one that we saw at the zoo was ginormous. I love how the bingsu also kind of fluffs up and then gets a really nice crunch, but then if you let it sit, it hardens up a bit. So let's let this one sit for a bit and let's mix our other green half. Tigers are native to Asia. They're in India, they're in China. So this tiger is definitely very far. I mean, he's all the way here in Texas. Okay, our bases are ready. It's time to assemble them. For the bottom half, I'm gonna go with this foresty green color. The top half, I'm gonna add some of this vibrant green. Let's go find some jungle themed charms. Okay, let's be honest here. We all know tigers are cute and fuzzy, but they're also a very large predator. We definitely need to find some neat looking charms. This is what we have so far. I added some orange glittery stars, some little fire sprinkles, a pop of blue. I feel like they really like the color blue. We found some sashimi. Okay, some shrimp tempura. You know what? Let's give this tiger a little sushi plate. I know I said I was going for a jungle vibe, so I also found this little palm tree. Stars definitely match the color of the tiger. And as I mentioned before, our tiger loves his meat, so we have a little sushi plate. We got a little salmon and a happy little shrimp. He's not gonna be so happy later. He's gonna get eaten by our tiger. I love his stripes. He looks so cute, but also like really cool at the same time. Let's place him on here. Oh my gosh, that looks adorable. Okay, Mr. Tiger, I hope you like your slime. I love how it's jungle inspired. Let's do the next slime. Up next, the red Ruff Lemur from Madagascar. Even though they don't look that big, they're actually one of the largest primates on the island. And over half their length is their tail. Just look at that thing. I think that these guys need a slime with a little something special. We're gonna be working with a foam texture. For the color scheme, I kinda wanna do a nice swirl with some red and some orange because I feel like those are their colors. I really enjoyed hanging out with these lemurs. So something I noticed was their really long tails. Fun fact, it helps keep their balance, helps them climb trees, keeps them from falling down the trees. It's looking a little peach. I honestly need something to darken it up a bit, so I feel like a little spot of brown will do the trick. Whoa, okay, all right, just one little spot. This looks closer to the color of their coat. I'm honestly happy with it. For this side, we're gonna go for a nice bright orange, and now it's time to swirl it up. Lay out my red, lay out my orange. All right. Just gonna make sure it has a nice little swirl at the top right here. Okay, and let's go find some charms that represent what they like to eat. Lemurs love their fruit. I'm here at Charmville in our fruit section. Let's make like a little fruit plate. So we have a little dragon fruit. I'm gonna add a little strawberry, a little banana. I know these guys love their oranges. And some tiny little blackberries. Okay, we have some nice little fruits in here. Let's find some colorful sprinkles. I really like this sprinkle mix because it has little watermelon sprinkles in there. I'm pretty sure they love their watermelon. Okay, our sprinkle mix is ready. Okay, so we have all of our fruits here. I definitely want to add this little banana. I find it so fascinating that lemurs are vegan. I was actually vegan for like 3 years, so I definitely relate to these mammals. And now it's time to top it off with our red ruffed lemur. Look at this little guy. I love his eyes, and he also has like some very nice defined eyebrows. All right, this one is for all of you lemurs at the zoo. I love you guys. Stay cool, stay eating your fruits, and I hope you like your slime. Let's move on to the next one. Up next, we have the hippopotamus. This is the third largest mammal in the world. I mean, look at this guy. He's massive. These creatures are very social. They love to hang out with their family and their friends, kind of like me. I think I have an idea of what kind of slime we're gonna make, and it's gonna be huge. So I definitely wanna make a slime that represents the river that they live in. So I'm going for a clear base. And for the color, I wanna do my favorite color of all time, turquoise. So hippos love spending time underwater. It not only helps them keep cool from the sun, but it also works as like a sunscreen because they have very sensitive skin. All right, this slime is getting a little bit sticky. My glove just broke. Honestly, this looks beautiful. This is exactly the color that I wanted. So now we need to find some sprinkles and some charms that represent the depths of the river where the hippos live. While I was observing that hippo at the zoo, I noticed that he was kind of making bubbles as he like surfaced above the water and then just like sunk his head back in. He was making these bubbles, so I definitely want to go for some little bubble sprinkles. Another thing that I noticed about the hippos is that they were surrounded by a bunch of little fish, so I'm gonna include some little fish, and I really want to make it look like the habitat that they were living in. Let's throw some Nemos in there. Also, we have some little green fish, so let's add some of those. Oh, also, I want to throw in some of these little pink and purple stars. Add a little purple in there. That looks pretty cute. I feel like this hippo needs a friend, and I found this little crab guy that I feel would look so cute next to our hippo, so let's add that in there. I think we have our charms ready. Let's throw some of those bubbles in there. We definitely need to add this little crab. Every hippo needs a friend. These creatures are very social. And now let's add our hippo. I love his little teeth. I love how cute and tiny they are, but in real life, hippos have ginormous teeth, so you definitely want to be careful around those guys. Okay, here we have it. I love the color of it. I think it looks gorgeous. And now it's time to move on to the next one. Up next, we have the flamingos. These are some of my favorite birds. I don't know what's going on this side. They seem like they're taking a little nap. So let's make these flamingos a slime. I'm gonna go for a thick and glossy and a very bright neon shade of pink. You know, something very strange and interesting about flamingos and why they have their color is because there's a pigment in the food that they eat. So the more food that they eat, the more pink they get. Isn't that crazy? crazy? Okay, I think we have a nice consistency. I saw so many flamingos. They're always having a party, so I definitely want to go for like a party vibe for this slime. If you ever get invited to a flamingo party, you know you've made it in life. I'm adding a really bright yellow star and then a bunch of other little jelly stars. Maybe these guys are having a party on the moon. And I know we have a moon charm. There it is. We have our moon. I'm also gonna add some pink sprinkles that look like glitter. I'm gonna throw some flowers in there, a little pop of orange. I think we have it. Let's drizzle our slime in here and add all of our little party-themed sprinkles. We got some stars and our moon. Here we have our flamingo friend. I love his beautiful pastel pink color. I think he pairs really nicely also with this really bright pink. And I think the slime is super pretty. I'm pretty sure the flamingos are gonna enjoy it and play with it at the party. All right, the next one is gonna be just as fun. Up next, we have the tortoise. These creatures can weigh over 500 pounds and live over 100 years. That's a big turtle. So for this slime, I'm gonna go for a snow fizz texture. I kinda wanna go for a sandy looking slime. I'm gonna add a hint of brown in there. That's what will help us get that sandy effect. Okay, we have our base ready. Something interesting about the tortoises is that they can live over 100 years, which also means they are very wise animals. I think I know what theme I'm going for with the sprinkles. I really like the sprinkle mix for froggy cubes. I like that it has little frogs. As we keep in mind how wise the tortoises are, I definitely want to add like a book charm. Here it is, our very interesting book. This is what the tortoise reads throughout his lifetime. Let's sprinkle some of our little frogs in there. I like the pop of pink and the white. I think it contrasts nicely with the sand. And now our little fairy tale book, perfect for our little friend, the tortoise. He's gonna sit there and read a very good book. I think this turned out amazing. All right, tortoise friend, I hope you enjoy your slime. Let's move on. Next, we're gonna be doing the world's largest lizard, the Komodo Dragon. This creature can stretch over 9 feet and weigh up to 300 pounds. I mean, quite the creature, eh? These are some seriously deadly creatures, and I know exactly what kind of slime we're gonna make for them. So for the base here, I'm gonna use a cloud dough because Komodo dragons are kind of mean. They need to chill out a little bit. Also, I feel like that Komodo dragon was a little lady who likes fuchsia, so I'm going for a nice hot pink. Komodo dragons are apex predators, and something interesting about them is that whenever they hunt down their prey, their saliva is highly poisonous. So as soon as they bite their prey, their saliva starts to poison them and kills them over time, which I think is super scary because if you ever find a Komodo dragon, it's over. I really like this color. It almost looks a bit purple, which I like. And now let's go find some Komodo dragon themed charms. Whenever I think of dragons, I think of how fiery they are. So I want to add some little flame sprinkles. I think that's gonna look really cool. That Komodo dragon, like I said, was giving me like lady vibes. Ooh, I really like this sparkle shaped glitter. They need a little snack, and I feel really sorry for this dude. I'm sorry, little Pepe, but he's gonna be a friend that turns into a snack later. I'm gonna add the cloud dough in there. I feel like the color of this slime is kind of giving me berry smoothie vibes. And now let's add our little sprinkles. So we have some fire, we have some shiny purple diamonds, our little friend Pepe. Poor little Pepe, he's not gonna make it because our Komodo dragon lady is definitely gonna hang out with Pepe for a while, but then Pepe's gonna say goodbye. I think this slime looks incredible. I think the Komodo dragon will appreciate it. And now let's move on to the last and final slime. Now we're gonna be making a slime for the rhinoceros. These are such giant animals. They have really big horns, and fun fact, their horns are actually made of the same materials that our fingernails are made of. That's so interesting to me. They can grow to be really huge and weigh up to 3 tons. Anyway, let's keep going on their slime. I went for a snow butter. We're gonna add some navy blue in there. I feel like navy blue is their color. And now, while you guys might think rhinos are tough and kind of scary looking, they're actually quite gentle creatures. They're herbivores, so they really only just eat plants, some grass and leaves. So now we need to find some charms and sprinkles for the rhinos. Since these animals are herbivores, I'm gonna include all kinds of plants in the sprinkle mix. So we have these little pretty leaves, also adding some cactuses in there and some more leaves. We got a variety of leaves in there. Also, something that I find very fascinating is that they're so similar to dinosaurs. I mean, in a way they are like dinosaurs. They're Rhinoceros, right? So I'm gonna add this little pink dinosaur and also this little blue guy. These are his little friends. We gotta take care of them because they're seriously becoming endangered. This is a message to everyone to protect the species while we can. Okay, let's add some of this snow cocoa butter. Okay, let's add our little leaves and our dinosaur friends. Last but not least, we have to include the star of the show, our Rhino. Look at his horns. I love how they look. He has like one really giant one. He looks really nice. We have to admit, he looks like a nice dude. There we have it. This is our final slime. I think it looks amazing. And if this video gets 5,000 likes, I'll make another zoo-inspired slime video. So comment down below which animals we missed in this video that you want us to make for the next video. Bye, guys.